Sebastian, here to meet the family.
Wonder who lives here.
Oh, I guess we have to wait for him. Should we look around first? Nah. I think we'll progress with the stories, and then once we get to max level, that's when we'll start picking up loot and stuff again. Well, that might be too long to wait. We'll play it by ear.
You made it.
Yes, I did. What's up, Sebastian?
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominus. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
Alright, hopefully I can help.
This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
You're not gonna go in first?
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
Well, that...
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian.
Something wrong with your cape,
Not the visit
buddy.
he'd hoped for.
Something wrong with your cape. Or robe. It's actually kind of funny that way. But, yeah, that didn't go very good at all.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Guess we'll talk to these people.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
I'm so sorry.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
Hope could be a good thing.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I disagree with him. And he's a jerk.
Sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Oh, that's understandable.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Sebastian's made up his mind.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Let's go ahead and read all you guys' personal notes real quick. A letter from Anne to Sebastian. Sebastian, this is my potion kit, not yours. Leave my things be. Anne. Well, that wasn't quite as juicy as I'd hoped it'd be.
Revelio.
Oh, but here's another letter. Oh. There's enemies out that way. That's probably not good. A letter from Sebastian to his sister Anne. Dear Anne, Hogwarts isn't the same without you. Well, Sharp is still as foul, but you know what I mean. I hope you're feeling better, Sebastian. I think that chest is outside. It also doesn't show up on our mini-map. Okay, that's Sebastian, but what's going on over there? Oh, and now... Oh, there they are. Oh, they're training dummies. Okay. Might as well open up this chest. Especially since it doesn't show up. We'll also get this Revelio page. Which, no wonder they're so tricky to find if they show up on the minimap like that. Makes it a ton easier. Practice dummies. The residents of Feldcroft sometimes use these to practice their spellcasting, especially in light of recent goblet attacks. I thought everybody was hiding. Here, let me show you guys how it's done.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Arresto momentum! Flipendo!
See? That's how you guys do it. Okay. Go talk with Sebastian.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
Hey, your cape's fixed.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
He was out of line, but he's also trying to do what's right. But more so, he was out of line.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow. Always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Will do.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
I tend to agree.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
They have been digging a lot, even in other places. Please sprints.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Oh, that's the wrong button. No, we can't sprint.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Arrest that momentum. Expelliarmus!
I won't rest.
Arresto momentum. Rependo.
I'm a goblin!
Expelliarmus.
I will make you.
Rependo.
When are you going to give up?
Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus.
Oh goodness. I need to take care of this guy that Sebastian's struggling with, apparently.
You've made your last mistake. This is where you will fail. How nice of you to stop. Who do you think you are? How childish. You will regret coming Let's get this over. I will make you. Is that it? You almost had a lucky shot. Such arrogance. I won't rest.
Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Stop us.
Arresto momentum. Confringo.
I confess,
Revelio.
bits more than I'd bargained for.
Yeah, that
Tried
was...
to warn you.
That was a pretty large battle. You weren't a whole lot of help. Kept letting me get hit from behind. Okay. Let's actually go knock out this Merlin trial. Oh. Apparently this is a no flying zone. Okay, maybe we need to continue working on this quest. Actually, let's go look for loot.
Revelio.
It'll let us know if we go too far away. I wonder if this is the castle he's been talking about. I also don't know where the little coin purse went off to.
Revelio.
Ah, there we go. Alright, now we'll talk to Sebastian. Just wanted to loot the area before it disappeared, essentially.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
They were trying to hide something.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Alright.
Revelio.
This looks important.
Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Well, apparently the Hogwarts professor probably knew something. And these guys are trying to figure out what they knew.
Revelio.
Okay, apparently it's all over this way. Oh. Go ahead and get that one galleon.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Probably.
Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Probably right. I think all the rest of our clues are over here.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Was it during one of our visions?
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. the girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Repulso!
Huh, a stairwell.
Indeed.
Revelio.
Also, what was well, I guess the game, but literally, what was stopping people from climbing over the rubble? Oh, now we're stuck in it. Okay.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply
Lumos.
strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Oh, a bunch of journal entries. It is my second week in the camp. More arrive each day. The Muggle doctors and even some of our own healers are doing all they can for them. The grief is palpable. The ones who survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. A fever may pass, the skin may mend and scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man, much like my father, who had lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some shred of relief. I'm beginning to think that the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them as it would be to rid them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
And this one looks like number 2. I traveled here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. It's as though the magic wants to heal, and I'm the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope? Will I forever regret not having done more? I cannot look into their eyes, knowing that I could lessen the burden of heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today, the one who so reminded me of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. I could further my research, of course, but that'd be a fortuitous consequence of doing something good with this ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
I'm guessing the rest are behind this stuff. Alright. Just clearing a path.
Lumos.
Ooh.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Not at all. So the undercroft that he likes so much is tied... Okay, this just gets more confusing.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the undercroft from here. Ominus will be floored.
We can. But Perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominus.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to
Lumos.
hold my breath.
All right, Sebastian, let's go. Oh.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Huh. A rune diagram.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominus. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominus just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
We can't take it back to Feldcroft. That's a shame. We got new quests available, but they'll probably pop up.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Very well, Natty. Can't guarantee there won't be more. Especially because we have 2 highlighted. Alright, let's see. Quests. Oh, Astronomy class. Finally. And meet Natty. Probably do Astronomy class first because it's a lower required level. Not that that means anything. Then we'll also do that Revelio page. And inventory. Rune diagram. Plus a couple letters. We didn't even find all 7 of the letters, but that was probably on purpose. Probably reveal more as we go. Alright, for now, we'll go to Astronomy class. Ominus might be tied to this all somehow. Okay. Oh, it's below us.
Oh,
Nice and warm. Potions is dull and charms is dire. Nothing's as clever as playing with fire.
Oh, that's what that is. It's an entryway. Let's try to figure out what that symbol on the map was. This is how we got to the Tower of Hall of Herodiana. Yeah. Not important. So we'll go to astrology class, or astronomy. Oops, sorry. It's also getting dark, so we might be late for the class. Which then means we probably would go see Natty.
Galleons and a historian.
I can appreciate it.
I mean, there are still people roaming around, so that's a good sign.
What's wrong with all this? Afraid of a staircase? Can't catch me.
I think we also have a couple pieces of gear to reveal, or to identify. Let's try to do this first. No, it's a wait. Okay, we'll go see Natty then. But we'll stop by the... Well, actually, I mean, we're literally here. Might as well wait. And then wait once we get to Natty. Time passage doesn't seem to have any important stuff going on it with it in this game. That and this will also allow us to start gathering some of this stuff.
Hasn't seen this many plants here before.
Hi, Deke.
Dick thinks you should be proud.
Thank you, Deke. Oh. Yeah, I wanted to pick it up, but not like that. Oh, come on. Fine. Oh, it's because we're full of those. Gotcha. Which I guess means it's time to have those equipped for when I accidentally use them. And let's go take care of some beasts. Should all be well fed. Put the brush over here. That's not what I meant to do. Jobbernoll. Trying to get y'all. Well, they all sound pretty happy. Oh, moonstone in here. So I don't think we need the moonstone.
Revelio.
That just raises more questions. Oh wow, there's a ton of it. But we can't fly here. Oh, we could probably go up and around. Curious, how expansive is this place then? Ashwinder eggs. Oh, got a lower wall. So yeah, this is just a big old place that we could... I mean, we can't fly here. It's a no-fly zone. I know we could have built some stuff, but we could literally, like, build a building and getting all the pieces for it. Stairs, floors, walls. Wonder how far we can go.
Revelio.
Yeah, like this water doesn't appear to be too much. There's gotta be a wall somewhere. Okay, yeah, we're running into a wall now. Yeah, we're finding actual collection stuff out here, so it's got me even more intrigued. Can we jump this fence? Probably not. Can't tell if that's a limitation of our jumping or a limitation of the stage. Guessing the stage. Yeah. Okay. So, not much left to find. Maybe I was wrong. There's more up there. But we can't go this way, so we must have to go around. Well, before we do all that, let's go ahead and collect all our stuff. So D. This will also allow us to see if there's anybody we haven't, like a puff scheme that we didn't pet. Okay. Must be this puff scheme. Also, oops. I knew I would do it. Okay. Oh. It's H for it. We also picked up some nifflers. I don't know which of these we need least. Probably the puff schemes, to be perfectly honest. Let's move that.
Everything's all right now.
Like, we might need them eventually. Actually, if we just put... No, we need a lot of Jobberknoll, I think. We'll leave all the Jobberknoll here. And then put away a Mooncalf. Probably... this one.
I'll look after you.
We'll put our Nifflers in. Oh, it's because they're eating. I'm not gonna lie, these guys sound even cuter when they're eating and stuff. Actually, this might not be the fastest way of doing this. I could have swore we'd pet both of them. Maybe not. There we go. Now let's continue our exploration.
Revelio.
Yep, you guys, I hope you like it here.
Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, low stone stairs. So none of this stuff was actually worth it. But yeah, I never really thought to explore in here. Having this auto feeder is pretty nice. But I'm also more curious on, is there a way to auto pet them all too? put Wingardium Leviosa back.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Ah, that's just another path we don't need to go to. Okay. Oh, now it's letting me move. Gotcha. Roger. I think this is up the stairs. Yep.
Oh, hello.
Oh. Hi, Adelaide, wherever you went.
Why do we have to take astronomy? It's not even magic.
Oh, we can talk to Adelaide now.
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Anything more to those owls?
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. Ugh, it's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
I'm glad to have helped.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
As she's napping. That was also the most, I don't want to say different. That was the weirdest way of them doing a little conversation cutscene like that. Maybe because of the area. Alright, let's go through our stuff real quick. In the shadow of the bloodline, speak with Sebastian. So yeah, it does have something to do with Ominus. Well, according to this, they were seen arguing. So that's interesting. And this will be those collections we found while exploring. I think that was all of them. Yep. And then inventory. Oh yeah, we put some of this stuff in our inventory. So, roger that. Apparently there's... Oh yeah, we haven't seen Niffler fur before. The fur is shed by the gold-coveting Nifflers inhabiting the Hogwarts region. Niffler fur can be used to upgrade and assign traits to gear. So yeah, we might have to start kind of balancing out what we pick up. Like, we have a lot of mooncalf fur, actually. So maybe we could have got rid of more of those. We also got quite a few puffskein. I think the Jobbernals will be important. Because to upgrade all of our level 1 legendaries requires these. And the level 2 as well, I think. Should have paid more attention to the loom while we're there.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
Didn't
Now,
look too
I expect
focused.
all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello again. Brilliant class, wasn't it? I prefer astronomy over potions, don't you? Of course, we Ravenclaws tend to do well in any class.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
Thank you, how kind.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Hey, we finally get to learn more about Amit.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
I don't think this is the one he's talking about. No. Oh, wow. Apparently I was completely mistaken. Oh, that's right. This has a staircase that goes down here. Oh, here it is.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial, of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know? Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
I notice you dismissed divination. Why?
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries stellar and lunar, the other is mere lunacy.
It's funny, I keep talking about how I always get those words mixed up. Astronomy and astrology. And I kind of use them interchangeably at times. And these must be the things we've seen quite a few times, the astronomy tables. I thought it was divination, but apparently not. Once again, confusing things. So what are astronomy tables?
You mentioned astronomy tables earlier in class. What were you talking about?
Long ago, devotees of the astral arts set up stone slabs across the countryside. They are ideal for studying constellations near and far. For centuries, wizards made use of these astronomy tables for stargazing. Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the intrepid intellectual pursuits of a bygone epoch.
Thank you for your insights.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
Oh, this is, the Weasley dude.
Professor Shah's just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars she wants us to chart. Ugh, not how I wanted to spend my evening.
I think this is Adelaide. Trying to get a look at her face. We'll interrupt her.
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables that you can't learn from a cup of tea leaves.
Yep, I was right. That's Adelaide. Not sure who you are.
The constellations are beautiful. Not sure they're worth dying of a cold for, but they are beautiful.
I don't know if we've met him yet. And he's not interested. What's up, Arthur?
Our meat thinks he knows everything. Even told me he can speak gobbledygook. Sounded like gibberish to me.
Oh, we should talk to Adelaide's uncle about that.
I had heard about these odd stone tables out in the Highlands. Perhaps that's what Professor Shah was talking about.
I think you might be right.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
Also, these guys all have...
How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope? It's a dog, isn't it?
Leander. My arch nemesis. Okay.
The perfect night for... Oh, hello again.
Hello, Amit.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you'd like help finding it?
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Sounds exciting. I'm in.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
The funny thing is I know we've seen it. I just don't remember where. And actually, this isn't the one I was even thinking of. There are a couple more within Hogwarts, I'm pretty sure.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Confringo!
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, Amit.
Besides, I've fought plenty of those.
There's the table. I think you should be on it. Go on, try it out.
Oh, we set it on here.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view.
Oh, we have to line stuff up. Gotcha.
As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart.
Okay, so A and D to rotate. Oh. Maybe. No. Oh, and then we zoom in and out with W and S.
Stargazing is all about patience and precision.
We're almost there. Lyra.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
I look forward to that.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Well, thank you, Amit. And yeah, challenge unlocked. Find astronomy tables. Oh, and that's why it looked like a centaur. Gotcha.
Never do get tired of seeing the astronomy tower at night. What a view.
Wonder what kind of things we can unlock with that. Also inventory. Key items. Telescope. Cool. Challenges. Exploration. The starry-eyed seer scarf. And I'm also dumb because, that's right, we can't see the next things until we get these ones. So that answers that question. But yeah, these are actually coming along quite nicely. I also can't believe how many field guide pages we found with the mini-map off, because that seems to help out a ton.